Let's throw a little bit of a different angle to the topic of financing your studies in the US. I know this is an omnipresent topic, we talk about it a lot, but in this specific video, I want to talk about not just how you can make it cheaper, but make you more aware of what makes studying in the US so expensive in the first place. What's that number one leverage that you can control, as a matter of fact, where you can go up five-figure amounts or lower, depending on how you decide to find the right university. So let's get started. The number one parameter that boosts the cost is not necessarily what you think. Many people think of ranking, the quality of the education, to be a price booster. And while it is to some extent, it's not the number one choice. It's not the number one booster. So there are three elements that we usually look at when we send students to the US. Aside from what they want to study, people decide for two out of the following three parameters to see what are the most important ones. Parameter number one being the ranking of the university, parameter number two being the location of the university, where is it located, and parameter number three, the budget. Usually it's very hard to find all three parameters at the same time, right? Finding a university that is cheap at a very expensive location and perfectly ranked. It's tough, especially if you're looking for a high price region for a cheap price. And that brings me to the number one correlation. It isn't ranking and cost, it is location and cost. If you think of cities like New York City, center, right, Manhattan, same goes for San Francisco, Miami, Boston, Los Angeles, downtown, everything is going to be expensive there. Everything is going to be expensive there because of the cost of living, which also makes which also makes the poorly ranked universities expensive. On the other hand, if you go a little bit outside those super expensive areas and you go for ranking only, you make that your number one choice and then budget your other one, and you dismiss location a little bit, you're going to find areas where studying is going to be cheaper. Because everything is going to be cheaper, because cost of living is going to be cheaper. Also, good or well-ranked universities are going to be cheaper. In a nutshell, what this means is that ranking boosts the cost. In a nutshell, what this means is that location boosts the costs, not so much ranking. There is a correlation, an interlinking between all three parameters, but if you feel like I really want to go to the US as my number one choice, and I don't particularly care that I'm going to be right by the beach or downtown in the middle of some mega metropolis, you're set for a pretty good ranking, and I'm talking top 20%, regardless of your grades, and a budget that's going to be very equal to the cost of studying in your home country. If this interests you and you feel like, I want to talk to an expert, I want to talk about my individual situation and actually learn how this can play out for my personal situation, we can talk to you on the phone. There is a description under the video with a link to our website where we currently offer free consultations. Make use of it. You can also comment below if you feel like you don't want to talk to an expert yet, but you want to figure out a few things before. Comment below, we're going to get back to you. Subscribe to this channel so you don't miss out on any updates, any latest trends as it relates to studying in the US as an international student. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, like and subscribe, and until next time, bye.